Laminja Live, and we have Mr. Bernard here, and we would like to have some few conversation with him to know what TechTen Planet is about and what they do. Mr. Bernard, thank you for having me here.
Thank you, welcome. So, hello, viewers. So, I'm Bernard from TechTen Planet. So, I'm the CTO of TechTen Planet. And TechTen Planet is a STEM organization. Okay. We are into STEM education. That's basically what we do. So, when I talk about STEM education, we teach all levels, right from lower through to upper to junior high, senior high, university. We are into coding, electronics, and then robotics as well. Yes, that's what.
So, with the side of the coding, which mode of encryption do you usually use?
So with the coding aspect, so we have uh, different courses. We have a web development course,
Yeah.
and we also have a mobile app development course. So with the web development course, you learn how to build modern functional websites using modern web technologies. And then with the mobile development course as well, you learn how to build modern functional mobile applications. So when I talk about mobile applications, applications that can run on Android, iOS platforms. So those are mobile applications. So you learn how to build some of these applications. These are some of the courses that we teach. And then with the physical computing, that one, you learn about hardware. Yeah. So it's a combination of the hardware and then the software. Okay. So you learn about things like this. So our courses, in our hardware courses, we have products or equipment like the Raspberry Pi, which is very popular among embedded developers. So we also have Arduino. Okay. We have the ESP board. We also have microbit, which is good for the younger learners. Okay. So from like 6 years to 10 years, we teach them with microbit. Okay. So we teach you coding, we teach you electronics, basic circuitry, all that using the microbit. And this for the physical computing.
Okay. So you made mention of Raspberry Pi, but I don't have an idea about it.
Okay. So the Raspberry Pi is a computer. Okay. So we call it a single board computer. Okay. So it's a computer the size of a credit card. Okay. And it has a lot of functionality. So basically anything that your traditional computer can do, the Raspberry Pi can. So this controller that I'm holding, it has a Raspberry Pi in it. Okay. So all I need is I give it a monitor, which is the screen, and then I connect my keyboard and my mouse to it. Okay. Then I'm able to browse, right? So this particular computer, I have on it installed a Linux operating system, right? So that's what is powering this computer. And this robot here as well is powered by the Raspberry Pi. So this big thing that you are seeing here, there's a Raspberry Pi inside it. Okay. And for the robot dog as well, in future it will be powered by the Raspberry Pi. But for now it is powered by the Arduino. Okay. Which is also another microcontroller. Okay.
Do you have any upcoming projects?
Yes. So we have quite a few. So currently we have this robot dog that we are working on as part of our educational efforts. Okay. So normally we use it to teach in-house, and then we also send it out for our STEM demos, right? Okay. So this particular robot dog, it can teach you topics like 3D printing, circuits, electronics, right? How to build circuits, how to wire components together, and also coding. And there are also topics in robotics, right? That we use this project to teach. And then this particular robot dog is used in several industries. So from education to infrastructure protection and inspection. It can also be used for search and rescue. Okay. So in a disaster setting, you can equip it with sensors such as the thermal sensor, which is able to detect heat. Okay. So maybe if a human being is trapped under a mine or something, you can send it out there, and then it will be able to pick up things that probably will escape the human being. Okay. And then there's also another kit that we use for our teaching. So this one is a mobile robot,
Okay.
which comes with a camera and then a couple of, it has an ultrasonic sensor. There are other sensors as well that we can add to it.
Okay.
And then this is the controller for it. So you
Okay.
can see the camera,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you see it moving. So these are some of the equipment that we use for our educational programs.
Okay.
So when we go out as well for trainings or for STEM demos or workshops, we bring some of this equipment along so that those outside will see that, okay, when I come in, this and this and this is what I'll learn. And after learning, this is what I can do with it.
Okay. All right. So which softwares are you basically based on?
Okay. So for the software part, especially for our web development program, we teach you web technologies like JavaScript,
Okay.
which powers a lot of the modern web. We teach you database technologies, right? So like MySQL. We teach you how to use cloud-based technologies like the Google Firebase.
Okay.
And then when it comes to the physical computing, we teach you how to use the Raspberry Pi, which is a single board computer, which powers everything that we do. Okay. So you learn how to use Raspberry Pi, you learn how to use microcontrollers like the Arduino board, okay, the ESP board, and the microbit. So the microbit is what we use to teach the younger kids. Okay. So you're able to teach a kid how to program. So structural programming, functional programming, how to write a loop, okay, how to write a function, okay, and even how to build a robot, all using just a simple microbit. Okay.
Okay. So very well. I would like to know personally, what inspired you to engage in IT?
So personally, growing up, I wanted to be a doctor. Okay. Every child in Ghana wants to be a doctor. I was no different. I wanted to be a doctor. But then somewhere along the line, I think when I go to JHS, I started taking an interest in our ICT classes. So I found myself spending more time in the ICT lab, engaging more with the teacher, and then he gives us the opportunity to explore. Okay. So we go to the lab under his supervision. Okay. Then we use the computer, so we practice what we learn, and then he also gives us the opportunity to explore. Okay. So from JHS I picked up, and then when I go to SS, I was fortunate enough to join the robotics club of my school, Accra Academy. Okay. So I joined the Accra Academy robotics club, and then we were taught, and then we were handed over. So we were actually teaching at the point we were teaching. Okay. So that's where I got most of my programming skills from. Okay. My SHS, and then at the university too, I continued. When I go to university too, I was also teaching robotics and IoT, okay, at my department. Okay. And then it has led me to where I am today. I work as a STEM teacher with TechTen Planet.
Okay. So we would like to know what keep the TechTen Planet motivated and continue offering this program.
So TechTen Planet, our goal or our mission is to bridge the gap. So we've seen that there is a lot of potential, especially in the African youth. But then what the industry demands, then there's a lot of gap. So we are coming in to bridge that gap by giving them or equipping them with the necessary skills. So the skills that you need to thrive in the digital age. So that's where we come in. We hear of countries like China where they teach AI to kids, right? Kindergarten students. So that's what we are trying to. We are trying to bridge that gap. Probably we will not be teaching AI to kindergarten students, but we are doing our part.
Okay, sure. So in terms of partnership and collaboration, are you open to any sort of partnership with schools or any organization, either within Ghana or outside?
So TechTen is very much open for partnerships, whether local or international. Okay. So be it an individual, an organization, a school, an NGO, whatever organization that it is. If you are interested in STEM education and you want to empower the children of this country, the children of our day, TechTen is open for partnership. So you can come over to our office and have a chat, or you can invite us for a demo day.
Okay.
And then we come with some of our equipment. We come and give you a teaser of what we do here, and then we take it from there.
Okay. So do you have a space where you accommodate your students?
So currently, our office space has 2 classrooms,
Okay.
where we use for students who come for our courses and also those who come for internships. We have 2 classrooms that accommodate them. Yes.
Okay, viewers, as you have heard, if you are interested in collaborating with TechTen Planet, either you are a school, organization, or an individual that you also want to make more inquiries about TechTen Planet, you just come over to Achimota Christian Village, Kamal Plaza, opposite Puma Filling Station. Thank you, Mr. Bernard, for having us here. Thank you.